With the winter season being at the halfway point where most anime have 5 to 7 anime out, I wanted to talk about a certain anime because the most recent episode kind of changed my mind on it and made me realize, oh, this is not as bad as I thought it was. And that's the anime Chillin' in Our 30s, or I should say, Chillin' in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army. Why does every anime this season have these long ass titles? But yes, Chillin' in my 30s has actually surprisingly not been that bad. As the title suggested, it's a very chill anime. Cause it is, cause like it's a slice of life-ish one where a character gets, kicked out or, banished from some type of thing, because this is not nothing new, because we've had anime like this. I think like a few seasons ago we had that anime was like called Banished from the Hero Party. I'm not saying the rest of the title. And of course in light novels this has been happening for years. And of course one that's, I guess you would say that was in this genre is Roll Over and Die, which is about like a girl that gets kicked out of the hero party. So yeah, this is a genre that's been around, but it just seems like now in anime we're starting to get more of these adaptations, I should say. So it's not nothing unique, but it's fascinating because I'll get into like why, because I don't want to spoil for anybody that hasn't seen the most recent episode, because we got to talk about that most recent episode because it does something that I was not expecting. But basically this anime follows this guy named Dario, and like he was in the Demon King's army, and at the beginning it seems like you're thinking that he's getting fired by the Demon Lord, but no, it's actually one of the demon generals that fires him. And he kind of fires him for a super petty reason, mainly because everybody in the kingdom kind of likes Dario, and like his dad liked Dario a lot more than him, so like he's just being petty and he's like, oh, I don't need him, so that's why he kind of fires him. As we see as the anime is going on, we see that the Demon King's army, they actually are missing him, and even the Demon King himself summons that one general and he's like, oh, you need to take care of Dario more. And even the dude's like dad summons him too and asks him like, oh, are you keeping up with Dario? And then he realizes that he did fire him. It's like, yeah. So like you see they're actually suffering from not having him there. And the funny thing is, he's not even a demon, he's actually a human. But the way this anime shows it, you could not tell if the difference between the demons and the humans, because they literally both look like humans. There's nothing separating them from the way you look at them. So yeah. And of course Dario, since he was a human, you find out he's actually hella OP because he has all the different like type of like ways they fight in the human world in this, because they have some type of weird magic where they have like 4 different ways they can fight. I think there's one like you'd be like a shield, use a spear, use a sword, use an arrow. So yeah, there's some type of like mechanic. I forgot exactly what the mechanic is exactly, but yeah, he can use all 4 of them, so he's kind of OP. And you see like through the anime he takes out certain stuff. But there's one character that when he gets dropped from the army in the first episode, he runs into this girl that's in the forest, because like he's been like traveling and not really has nowhere to go since he got fired, and he sees this girl about to get like basically attacked by this big ass like orangutan, or not really orangutan, I should say baboon looking thing, and he takes it out, and the girl name is Marika, and she takes him back to the village. And then from that day, bro, she is simping the whole series, and I mean simping badly, like super. I've never seen nobody this down bad the way she is in this anime. Like she is simping so damn bad. She's lusting for this man, and it's hilarious because this man, he do be curving her at times, because she'd be like, oh, she's like, my husband Dario, she's always trying to call him her husband, all this stuff, and that man's like, yeah, I'm not feeling this right now. But this is where the twist is. So this is gonna be a spoiler. If you've not seen episode 7, then click off and then come back. But at the same time, this is not really no big spoiler. This would probably be like a spoiler where you would more than likely want to watch the anime, because you want to know like how this got here. So we all know the trope where an anime character, falls and accidentally touches something on a female character in the upper body, and then it turns into like the character slapping them. Hey, but in this anime, it doesn't work like that. So this man's literally in the sauna, and he's chilling in there, and then like he has his eye closed. He thinks there's somebody there, so he goes to reach because he thought it was like this one guy, and then he ends up touching the stuff up there. And the girl right there, Marika, she's like, oh, it's okay. And then it leads to him smashing. And then the next day he was so tired that he fell down the stairs, and I'm like, oh, he was putting in work. And she had to be fired, just saying, because that man was putting in work. And then of course they have a baby too, because it goes to his time skip like a little bit, and we see they have a baby. And then we also see, it's kind of funny, we see that there's a scene where the hero's a girl, and then it shows his son, and the son goes to touch the hero because like it's a little baby, because like the hero's packing upstairs, we should say, and the little baby's like, oh, I like these, and the dude Dario's like, oh, I guess he is my son. Yeah, episode 7 changed my whole like mindset, because look, this man went from being in the Demon King army to breaking backs, and I'm like, yes. I was like, hey, a character that actually did it, and the way he did it, yes, he was putting in work. It's not one of them other things. That's one of them crazy like, I put in work last night, I'm so tired of because that's nuts. That man was putting in so much work that he fell down the stairs, and that's hilarious. And that's kind of what changed my mind on it, because I was just like, hey, an anime that can add a scene like this and let us know like what happened the prior night, but just add something funny like this, because I'm telling you, that's funny. That's letting us know that yes, he was putting in that work. Because even her, she was tired too, but she was all smiling and happy. And the funny thing is, like, her mom came to the room, was wondering like, oh, why is breakfast not made? Why is Marika not made breakfast? Then she opens the door and she's like, oh, I'm glad to see those two are bonding. So yeah, it's hilarious. And the whole episode, the guy, Dario, he's over here like freaking out because he's thinking that Marika's dad is gonna say something to him about her, and then like he doesn't, because he doesn't care, and then eventually he just asks for his approval to marry her. So it's just like, it's not that bad. So it's like, hey, sometimes when you're simping, it actually can work out for you, because look at her, she was thirsting, and I mean thirsting. She was so damn thirsty. You would have thought she was in a desert. That's how thirsty she was for this man. And hey, it panned out for her, and that man put in work. That's the funniest thing about it, because he did put in that work, and I mean he did. You can clearly tell he fell down the stairs. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what else happens the rest of this season now, because with this episode, it's kind of sparked my interest in it, because they're letting us know like, oh, we're gonna get a little time skip. We're showing him with a family, and now he's the mayor of the village. So now I'm really invested in the show, because before it was just like little chill moments, and it was just like I said, like the title says, it's chilling in my 30s. And it's just a really chill anime, and that's what it was. Just one of the ones I would turn on and just be like, oh, this is really peaceful and chill. And then now I'm just like, oh, I want to see what else is about to happen. I'm like, hey, they piqued my interest. I was like, hey, episode 7 or 6, whatever it was, I said, hey, you sparked my interest, and now I am invested in this show. This show went from being like somewhere in the middle of my list of what I care about to like being close to the top. Like it's somewhere in there, because I'm like, oh, hey, you did something that actually made me go like, hey, I changed my mind about this anime. But yeah, if you've been watching Chillin' in My 30s, let me know how you feel about it. If you've not watched it, maybe you want to watch it. It's a super chill anime. Yes, it has a little bit of action scenes with him, but for the most part, just chill, and we get funny moments, because the Marika girl, she's super strong, and there's a lot of funny moments they have between them. There's a moment at dinner when, I forgot what episode it was, when she's talking about she's married to him and all that, and then next thing you know, there's one guy that he rescues talking about, oh no, I'm a married Dario, and it was kind of funny. So there's little funny moments in here. There's little chill moments. There's action. It's not really that bad of an anime. I think it's a good, decent 7 out of 10 in my opinion, just because it has some redeeming qualities, and you also could see like how he held that demon army like up, and he was the main reason why he was even functioning, because you see like even his friends that are from like the demon army that come and visit him, they're literally telling him like, dog, we miss you and we need you back because you were put in this work. And he's like, nah, I can't go. He's like, I found my own purpose in life. And then probably throughout the rest of the anime, you're going to see like how, especially that demon general that fired him is going to like suffer. We already see the consequences he had when it came to like his dad confronting him about firing Dario, when it's like Dario was actually a treasure to this kingdom because he did all the little stuff and was keeping stuff held together, working on other things that people are not good at. So yeah, I can't wait to see what happens the rest of the season though. If you enjoyed the video, why not subscribe? If you really enjoyed the video, why not like? If you didn't, you can dislike, subscribe, you really enjoyed. But yes, Chillin' in My 30s hasn't been that bad. Yes, it's a super long ass title like everything else this season, but I've been enjoying it. And my boy Dario was put in that work. My man went from being in the army, in the Demon King army, to breaking backs. And I mean, he was breaking backs, putting in work. My man was falling down the stairs. He was letting you know he was up all night. Yes, he wanted the neighbors to know his name. That's what he was on. Okay, yeah, I'm done talking about Chillin' in My 30s though. But yeah, if there's another anime for the season you want me to talk about, put it in the comments. But yeah, Chillin' in My 30s. Hey, the newest episode had me rolling, and hey, it kind of made it better in my opinion though. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next video though. Bye.